ability checks and stuff.
I just can't remember if it was like a day limit, like you should use it before the next rest or something. Or...
We're live.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, behind the scenes.
And welcome back to Natural Wine. Thank you. I'm sitting here looking up stuff.
Where our ducks are not in a row, they're in the back of a police car.
Indeed. And soon you may be. As we get back into this. Now, combat has just ended. Rayvaz has put up his hands. He has said that you guys assaulted him. And the guard has just gotten there. So, first thing that's going to happen is the guard's going to say, this one over here, who's now off of his Rocky Talkie, says to you guys, no, you will go stand up against the wall. And you will stand up against that wall.
To who?
So he points to you guys, points to this back wall, says you guys stand there, and points to the others. You guys stand there. Opposite sides.
Our party and their party.
Yes.
Their party's next to the stairs right now?
Yes.
God, fuck.
So, with Vivi's knowledge, would city guards tend to have like the same beat? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
so
yeah.
these, okay.
You would have seen these guys before.
Yeah, before going to the wall, she's gonna come up to whichever one. Who said that to us?
This one.
Yeah, she'll go up to that one and say, are they men? Are they gender?
2 men.
2 men. Boys, you've seen these ruffians about. You know the trouble they've caused.
He looks at you and he goes, we will figure this out in the name of Hakem Novenko II. Stand against the wall, please.
And she'll just say, thank you for your service. And she'll lean in and whisper in and she'll name drop.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
In a whisper so no one else hears. And then she'll go to the wall.
He You see him get a little wide-eyed real quick, and then turn back and grab his Rocky Talkie again. At which point, what are the rest of you going to the wall?
Yeah, I'll go to the wall.
Okay. So you walk by this guy, sword sheathed, hand still unhilled.
As they tell me to get to the wall, no, I think I'll remove my hand off of the hilt of the sword, but I'm still gonna maintain eye contact with as I'm walking by. I won't say anything, just gonna maintain it. Just-
Are you mean mugging him?
He's as mean as Mayhem can get, yeah, without like being malicious about it.
We've seen him try and get mean in the
Yeah, he's like,
So, again, giving weird face, but looking him in the eyes.
above the snout though.
Just
Comes
imagine
over here. Cool.
either side.
Do the rest of you go?
I'm gonna say that when Mayhem was standing over at the wall, Rhea, or at the stairs, Rhea is watching him, kind of for cues. So when he put his sword away, she's gonna sit. And when he goes to walk by, she'll do one of those really quick cat, like rub up on his side real quick, and then she'll kind of turn and follow behind him over to the wall.
And this one watches that happen, and he goes, Dragonbone, is that your pet?
A dear friend of mine, yes.
Turns and glares at Guy for calling her pet, ears flat.
Sees that. Your pet?
My friend. As I have many friends throughout this place.
As long as you control it, we won't have no problems. All right? As you go over the wall, sitting down.
Sit right next to Mayhem.
Sen.
Do I hear running Rupert coming around the corner?
Running Rupert?
Running. Yes.
You, as he's getting closer, goes dum 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 dum, and you hear, for just a moment, you hear the thump 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 thump, and you take a look, and he goes right by, and you see him run.
Can I clock his face?
Make a perception check.
Oh, in the box. 14?
14. Let me see. No, you can't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he runs by and.
Oh wait, I did
too late.
scare him before though, so
Oh, you did. You intimidated him. You know his face. You have seen his face. As he's running by, you go, "Hey!"
as I hear the thump thump thump, can I extrapolate to having seen the outside that he would have like come around?
Yeah, I think so. I think your intelligence is high enough.
I'll use my last spell slot as he's running by, just dog skull.
Okay, this is gonna be really fast because he's running by real quick, but you hear it, thump, 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 and you see, and he stops for just 1 second and looks in, catches your eye, dog skull for just a second.
Oh my god.
Keeps running.
Did the guards hear the huh?
Yes.
Ah.
There's another one, he's running away!
As Sen does that, without the dog skull, I assume, says he's running away. He turns around and looks out at this guy. And he goes, "I said stand against the wall!" and goes after him. So he is left, and you guys are here with just one.
At which point I will be like my most distraught and most like upset self, and I'm just like, my eyes are like 1,000-yard stare as like I'm just trying to calculate what just happened as I just walk over to the wall as the kind man had said to do.
Very innocently walking over here, not knowing what's going on. Okay, so you guys are on the wall. They go over there, and Rayvaz is like, "Look what they did to Tamer. They cut him. They cut him up. They took his leg." And he walks over, inspects it, and then looks back. And at this point, more guards are coming, and you see the guards. Actually, this is no longer combat music. And you see the guards come back with this guy. As there were already guards on the way from being radioed. So they were already on the way, and they found him, and they tackled him, and of course, and then brought him in. Brought him back up here. Said he was trying to get away, but he was not fast enough for Litania's finest. And 4 more guards come in. And they're watching the scene, kind of swords on hilts when they come in, watching the scene. And kind of take their hands off. And kind of guard the entrance. Guard this entrance. And the owner comes forward. And he goes, "I am Stratos. We love beer here, my lords, but we don't want any type of trouble. My lords. But they have destroyed my bar. What am I supposed to do with this? I want them to pay for it." What do you guys say?
Is he pointing to us or them?
You.
Oh,
He points to the holes in the ground. He's like, look what they did to my floor. Look what they have done.
While I'm back against the wall sitting, I'll out of wild shape into self. And then
Mane kind of comes back to this big old head of hair, black curly mop of hair. Pull your cloak in.
and would we know if they she's gonna walk over and look down through the hole to see what the situation is with the two gentlemen that were entangled.
Okay. As you are getting up, the guard says, sit down, move, please, against the wall, till we can figure out what's going on.
She's gonna put both hands up. I just want to make sure that the gentlemen that fell through the hole are all right.
He walks over.
You're welcome to join me.
Stay there. He walks over. Is this still active, by the way?
Yes. Yes, it is.
He
I'm not letting go till I know
walks
they're
over to this mass of entangling vines here that are coming up through the floor. And he's trying to get through it and slowly gets through it and looks down, looks up. Who is responsible for this?
She's just gonna, without saying anything, she's just gonna drop it.
Kind of dissolves. The magic dissolves. And they were holding the floorboards up in place.
oh my god.
Oh dear. Maestrato. In the arms of... Oh.
Hey!
That was a stability check to see how well it stays together.
That's some true craftsmanship.
That's right.
We just found the weak spots.
Yeah.
I had the best of builders. And it goes away, and you hear just a couple of, maybe a floorboard. That's it. And the guard who was on there, is like, gets out of there very quickly. He orders people to kind of cordon off that area. The guards quickly move in to kind of show this area as not very safe.
Before they start doing that, once he like goes and starts to step out, she'll go, "If you'll allow me, I can fix that."
You stay there until we question you.
Do I have to touch it? Sorry, just looking.
Does your feet count as touching it?
I have to touch it. I was like, do I have to touch it? Oh, is there, so on that wall right behind us, isn't that where, did Sen throw something over there? Am I imagining
Sen
that?
used catapult to throw a throwing axe, into the wall there.
Is there anything that's like broken against where I am?
I'd say probably in the scuffle and everything going on, probably a chair.
She's just gonna, with her hands up, she's gonna take one arm down on top of the chair and like slowly like, okay, see my hands here, and then cast mending on the chair.
All right. Just double checking the spell just to make
I
sure I
have it up.
understand it.
It repairs a single break or tear in an object that I touch, such as a broken link, two halves of a broken key, or a torn cloak, as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, I can mend it,
Okay.
leaving no trace of the former damage.
So the chair, which has a broken leg, right? You go back over to the wall, you grab the chair, get his attention, and make it whole.
I'll just say, it's going to take me a very long time to fix the floor. and then just not say any. Just staring at him with my one hand up and one hand on the chair.
One moment. Okay. At this point, he sees that, and he looks back over at Sen, and he goes, "Do you happen to be from Oozlium?"
Yes, sir. I'm here on assignment, and I heard that this lovely bar of Stratosphere is just like one of the best places to be here in Lithuania, and I just really wanted to be here.
Just show us your brand. Just show us your brand.
These guys just started to...
It's on the back of your neck.
In between the side of your
I'm so distraught right now, I forgot it's right here.
All right, looks at it. Looks at you. Now yours.
I'm a druid.
A what?
A druid.
What's a druid?
Basically, so like, Oozlium handles magic that happens from wizards and like sorcerers, but like their magic, the druid magic, is too naturey and shit. So we let them be because Oozlium is just like a really great nation, and I'm just so emotional right now.
My powers don't come from a god or from study. They come from nature. It's not regulated.
Right.
I just want to restore balance.
To these floorboards, she means, because they're really off balance.
We're going to conduct our little investigation here. You're going to keep quiet unless we ask you questions. All right?
Can you do your investigating while I repair this poor man's bar?
No.
She's gonna eye roll, lean against the wall, and just thunk head.
Rhea, so little less passive aggressiveness.
A little what?
Less passive aggressiveness.
I don't understand.
He goes over to the bartender guy, the owner, and he goes, "Right, Stratos, right? Yeah. We go in the back room with this one," and he points to homeboy, whose name?
Rayvaz.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Just disappeared.
Yes, we made the D unforgettable.
Yeah, just gone.
Homeboy.
So he takes Rayvaz in the back and goes and speaks with him. While you guys are there waiting for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, switches him out with Tamer. And Tamer kind of limps in and speaks with him for about 10 minutes. Yes.
Does Tamer let limp past me at all?
No, you're over here. Tamer's over here, so they...
Can I ask the guard, may I go near Tamer for one moment?
No.
Not even as a paladin of Ra. I mean no one any harm.
You said that you serve Emperor Hakem II, and you know he's a really big follower of Rao, and he's the envoy of Rao.
He kind of face palms. He's like, all right. What is it you want to do?
I would like to help the poor person limping.
Help.
Help them. It's kind of my thing.
Wasn't your friend that did this to him? Wasn't your friend that punched Rayvaz in the face? Eh? And now you wants to go near him?
It was not
No,
my...
I don't think so, mate. Just stay over there. Let us do our job, all right? Can you do that, Dragonborn?
I will. And maybe I might regale Mr. Hakem with this story tomorrow morning when I see him.
Oh, fuck, yes. Our morning cricket match.
he
Even more
looks
boring
at
church.
Church.
I said even more.
They are. They're going to church tomorrow.
Do you have church hats?
And he goes, yeah, right, all right, yeah, you tell him. He does not believe you. And then
I don't know how to convince him.
Listen.
Is there any way
Dr.
for him
Brady
to
needs
roll a
be-
persuasion? Because it is true.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Or he has to believe.
the thing about this is that they're trying to do their job and they know what they're here to do and they are trained not to let anybody, get out of line here. They have to do what they have to do and you all are going to do what they say. And that is their attitude. So you trying to drop Hakem's name means nothing. I mean, a crazy person can be like, I know Hakem the second.
I mean, yeah.
So
Sure you do.
exactly. So they are controlling the scene and conducting their investigation.
And I think while they're busy interviewing our adversaries here, Vivi is just patiently waiting against the wall, kind of smirking a little, and just looks around at these and says, "Well, you lot should know how to make an entrance."
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so this is probably not going to go well. If you do not want to get associated with us, I probably would suggest you would get out of here because they are interviewing those two people first instead of covering our story, so we're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Well, I can't leave and miss the ending.
I know, it's just no, seriously, if you really want to get out of here, you would probably be the best choice now because otherwise it's going to get dicey and we're going to need to pull some cards that I'm not ready to pull yet, but we may need to, okay? So just be ready for that.
Can Rhea hear anything other than the
What are you listening for?
just any of the other conversation?
For this? Of Mayhem and...
No, the
of the whispering?
Vivi and yeah.
Got it.
Can I hear any of that?
Make a check.
Sorry.
Where's the finger?
Oh, we don't need it.
12.
12. I would say that you catch a couple of words. You can't really hear what Sen is saying, but you catch a couple of words. Here.
Rhea's just gonna go, oh my god, stop your blubbering! And then she's going to Druidcraft, but she's gonna open her palm and sort of blow, and it's gonna make little petals at Sen.
Nice.
It's so beautiful! She's
A little annoyed, right? Blows petals. Guys, we have 500 bits to you guys, by the way, from Squeal the Bard. Another 5 for hashtag LAGNTFTS! Exclamation points times 5. So, Laura ain't got no time for that shit.
There we go.
There it is. So over. Oh, sorry, that was.
That was almost in the water.
That was close. I almost got it. You gotta protect
You win
the
a
drinks.
goldfish if you get.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. You
win a
Just-
goldfish.
Not a live one though, just the baked one.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah,
God, that
it
was-
used to be alive.
I
then
thought
they
it
baked
was
Much better.
Okay. Thank you, Squeal the Bard. Okay. So you guys are waiting here. You're hearing that. They finally kind of come out. They're done with these guys, and they escort them out to the back deck. And then they see all of you. And he goes, right, so we've got Paladin of Rao, right?
Mm-hmm. On my life.
Knows the Emperor. You all?
Madalena, I'm just a frequent at this bar.
And gentleman said that you turned into a tiefling. Is that right?
He must be crazy. He'd been having so many drinks that night. He'd been seeing half the room in different colors and to different peoples.
Make a deception check.
Rao is with me. 25.
Yeah, right. Like I've been there. We get too drunk. Yeah, I understand.
You understand.
Yeah.
Blackout drunk, it happens to the
That's
best
right.
of us.
That's right. But he also said that you sliced his Achilles open.
Only because he was harassing me and my friends, as well as many other patrons at this bar.
The other one said that you punched him in the face as well. Said it all started with you.
Now, are the orcs in the room still? Did they clear out?
They are back here against the wall with you guys.
Now, if you ask my poor, petrified friends over here, they started it. They were harassing them without any cause. We'd come in here for some drinks after our meeting with the High Council, and we were simply trying to unwind our day, and these fellows decided that it was their time to act against Hakem's wishes. They decided that they would antagonize other races, the lower races, as they put it.
Well, a lot of people around here don't really agree with the Emperor's decisions to include everyone in the Lithanian Empire.
But he is the Emperor, and you do serve him.
He is the Emperor, and I do indeed. Oh, you two, points to the orcs. Tell me what happened. And, what? We were just trying to have a drink. It's been a long day in the landing. We're both employed. This is Lurs. We're both employed. We're muckrakers. And we make our living cleaning the landing where there aren't mages don't go out there, so they enlist my company's services. It's not good work, but well, done worse. And he goes, yeah, right, because you're an orc, right? Yeah, makes sense. What happened? Well, they were harassing us. We were sitting there, and they started calling us names and telling us we shouldn't be able to drink at this bar. He says, well, have you tried any other bars? You know, maybe he's right. This one isn't for you.
That's a bit, not the point in this situation. You are here investigating a crime.
Well, I'm just
So
saying
you blame
maybe
the victim?
I'm just saying maybe he should have, taken into consideration the patronage. That
I am a
was here.
Lithanian citizen, and the fact that you are so disregarding of this situation is blatantly... It's disrespectful to Hakem himself, it's disrespectful to the city, and how can we trust the guards if they're not willing to protect its citizens?
We're here doing our job, right? Protecting them right now.
Rhea's gonna kind of lackadaisically lean in a little bit and get a look at him. And then lean back against the wall and kind of like slide down against it so she's sitting and just kind of like absentmindedly be looking at her nails, be like, what did you say your name is? Again? I just want to make sure tomorrow when we go back to see Emperor Hakem that I let him know exactly who it is that isn't upholding his decree. Since there's apparently places where you can and can't be now. That's fine. Just want to make sure that we know who to tell or who to send him to.
All right, well, first of all, I will do my job.
Is your job to tell certain races, that they're not allowed to frequent certain areas of the city? I might be new to civilization, being a druid and all, but I'm pretty sure that your job is to maintain the peace. Do I have that correct?
Yes, that is
She's gonna
correct.
look over at Madalena.
Yes.
Look over at Sen. Like, is that wrong? Is that no? Oh, okay. So yeah, I thought your job was to make sure that places like this were safe for all kinds. But if that's not the case, I just want to make sure that I have a specific name to bring back to the Emperor himself. Oh, and Agessa, she's a delight, isn't she? Oh, I would love to tell her all about it. So if you could just let me know your name and where you're stationed, any other pertinent information so I can send them over to you with your excellent ideas about keeping the peace. And she's just gonna glare.
Make a persuasion roll. Or intimidation.
Ooh, okay. Come on. Oh, come on.
All right. Do you have a D8?
She's not intimidating at all.
Do you have a D8?
A D8?
No.
Well, no.
I do not.
It was on. Fuck.
It's a 4. So I'm very intimidating. And you're in timeout.
He's looking at you, and he goes, "Right, the Emperor and Agessa, the Empress apparent, right? Of course, yeah. Do give him my name, right? Yeah, it's Frank.
Insight.
Roll.
Okay, that's better. 18.
It's not Frank.
She's just gonna smile at him. Yeah, see, I know you don't believe me, and that's fine. You don't really have to, right? You're really the only one with anything to lose here. Frank.
You,
Air quotes for the podcast.
Awfully chatty, awfully smart for someone that's being accused of assault, maybe attempted murder. I think someone in your position should probably quit while they still have their head.
I think my head is protected by the Emperor. And I think the person here that should be concerned is the person who's doing a piss poor job at their job.
Can I say something, please? I promise I'll keep it under control, okay?
We'll take your statement. What is it?
Okay, I know you just said attempted murder. Okay, now my friend here, Madalena, she's trying to keep appearances. She's very strong. I won't cry, I won't cry. She's a very strong person, okay? And Madalena, dear, I know you're strong, but I need you to show them what they did to you, okay? Is it okay if I drop some of the magic that I have on you right now?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's gonna be.
What are you doing?
I promise I'm just going to let magic drop. Okay, that's on my friend here, Madalena. You won't see any whoobity-woobities from here, okay?
It's a technical term, and I definitely don't want to see it.
I don't appreciate you using technical jargon with me, man.
And I am hoping Natrix gets my drift.
Yes, I am understanding the drift you are putting down.
Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna argue that this is kind of sleight of handy because, like, we're helping each other to make this look as if she's doing it and she's the magical person, not me. So I'm gonna use the necklace. We're gonna make it look like the places where I got hit. We're gonna show that I am wounded, but not tiefling wounded. Let's say.
Okay.
So, like, there will be gashes.
Yeah, gashes
and
all of a
blood,
sudden.
and it looks like I am all fucked up.
Okay. You kind of reach up
cut
here
lip,
where the
black
amulet
eye.
is, and all of a sudden, there's a little shimmer over you, and you're cut off. There it is. We saw the hoobities and the woobities there.
Yeah, is she naked? Because Now
No.
we're seeing the
No,
nudity
I
and
would've
again.
That's right.
Not naked.
She just changes the illusion to include cuts and bruises and ripped stuff. So that is what they see. And
Now, that man you call Ravaz, he was a vicious man, sir, and he did this to Madalena unprovoked.
you see, because the way they say
force
it,
a tear out of my eye.
deception check. Let's see if you can do it.
I'm gonna attempt to force a tear out of my eye.
Just imagine her,
Yeah, it's just like the red vein meme kids.
I'm over here imagining her like pinching herself, like, come on, come on.
Oh God, why? It's a 10. I'm just really
Constipated?
yeah.
Sure.
Inspired. There it is. Inspired. Good use.
Cry,
Plus a
cry,
D6.
cry, cry, cry.
14.
Okay. Natrix, you're sitting there and you're like, fucking cry. Fucking cry.
Dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies.
And then you remembered you're a tiefling. Oh wait, no.
It
Cute
doesn't.
puppies, cute puppies.
It doesn't work. And then, as you're starting to panic a little bit because the dead puppy tear isn't working,
I like quiver lip to kind of disguise it.
your mind goes back. Back to when you were young. You're in the closet. There's a small crack through it. You remember being in there for a long time. Waiting and waiting. And finally, peeking through again. Seeing your mother's lifeless body in your home. In front of you.
I'm clutching the necklace.
And a tear starts to come down your face. He sees that. Goes, look, I know you've been through a lot. Don't worry. We're gonna help. All right, that's what we do. Now he says you punched him. Maybe he deserved it, right? Right?
Yeah.
Like your friend said. He attacked you, clearly. Look at all that. He's gonna be all right.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
I'm really glad that you guys came.
Looks over at Vivi. And what's your story then?
Which story would you like to hear?
Well,
I'm here every week. I've got plenty of stories.
what happened here?
Well,
Are you with them?
well, we're new acquaintances. I was here and I saw exactly what these fellow members said. These Ascari, and you know how much trouble they've been causing in this area. Yeah, they were causing trouble with these orcs, and I'm proud of
Yeah,
them.
but like, did the orcs deserve it? Like, were they here? Were they?
They were here.
Yeah.
Are you of the mind that being here warrants being attacked?
No, but you know, criminals are criminals, right? Like, did they do
sounds
anything?
like they are cleaning up the landing.
If someone's got to. All right. And at that point, you hear somebody at the door. Lady Sterling? Lady Sterling?
Lady Victor, title. Jenkins?
You hear him from outside. And the guard is kind of stopping him. And he's like, do not stop me. I have been called here myself. I am what first let's describe what they see here. Describe Jenkins.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall, but a little portly, but still pretty fit. He's just, a little older, maybe, mid-50s, has a kept, mustache and beard, but, pretty put together. Wearing nicer clothes, but still ready to adventure, but not dirty and rough. Like, they're kind of nicely cut. Very similar to actually what Vivi is wearing, which is like adventuring style, but well pressed. Doesn't have a gash or any stains on it. And so he's wearing something very similar to that.
Okay. He does that, and the guard looks at him, sees how he's dressed, looks over at you and says, "All right, come in. And stops anyone else from coming in.
And Jenkins would address her as Lady Victor.
Got it. So he comes in. Lady Victor, we got the call that there had been some kind of disturbance here. Are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine, but perhaps we could, wrap this up and make it just go away.
Absolutely. Do not worry. Excuse me, guardsman. I would like to speak with you for a moment. And the two main guards kind of go over, and they're talking in the corner by the stage a bit. They kind of have their backs to you, the two guards, and Jenkins is in front of them.
Can I, since I'm at that edge there, just...
Yeah, make a perception check.
24.
Yeah, you definitely hear it, and you see it. And you hear Jenkins say, "We would hate to have any kind of problem with the Lithanian guard. House of Sterling would be quite upset if any of this was to get out about Lady Victor. As the way we see it, she was never here. And this never happened." And then you watch as a bag of money is given to them.
Heavy bag.
Not too terribly heavy.
Can I assume coin?
Yes, absolutely.
And just say, "Oh, and Jenkins, I've made new friends."
Is that right? Lady Victor's friends as well were never here. And they look back. And like, well, we've already reported this. Well, the way I heard it, you may already have some parties here to explain what happened. As he looks at this guy over here, who was caught by the guards.
Running Rupert.
Running Rupert. They look back. They were never here. This didn't happen. These guys clearly tried to fight these orcs, and the orcs, of course, being orcs, took care of them. They stopped, so that's what it is. All right. Turns around. Well, looks like everything's fine here.
Wait a
Don't
minute.
worry about it.
You're going to blame the orcs in this case.
You didn't hear it.
Ah, fuck.
Unless you want to make a perception check for
I
it.
want to try.
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Anybody wants to.
19?
19.
I'm fighting for these orcs' rights.
I know.
15.
15?
22.
22.
Ooh. as well. 19.
19. All right. The three of you, minus Mayhem,
Dick. You just like.
hear it. Mayhem's kind of a little off and doesn't quite hear what's going on.
Can't hear
You're
anybody's armor
still thinking
rustling.
about how you could have healed the guy and weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
You're still thinking about that.
But my face looks like as if I'm paying attention to it, and I'm like, but I'm completely like my brain is like, it's that thought. It's
Yeah.
not even related to what I'm looking at.
You're gone. Okay, but you three hear it.
And I, again, be like, so you're putting this on the orcs then?
Saying that, these guys got what they deserved for doing a very bad thing. Very bad thing. And so we'll go ahead and take them away and file a report. And then the orcs can go on their way.
I do not find it agreeable that you're choosing to let it fall as that kind of story.
What story would you prefer?
You know who was at fault.
Yeah, but you leave it.
Just gonna feel a hand on your shoulder, give a gentle squeeze.
Her fists are just clenched. Like, absolutely pissed.
Jenkins goes, perhaps we can just go our own ways and nobody has to say anything. And
Yeah, and as we're wrapping up, Vivi's gonna yell to the bartender, Signor Strato, quanto oro?
and he's like, but of course, I will be there in just a minute.
And she'll just give Jenkins a look and like, if you have more gold, you'll deal with him.
he goes. Jenkins kind of is like, but of course, mom. Goes.
Calm.
Yeah, in common. And then he goes over to the owner Stratos, and you see like big to the floor, and you're like another few coins his way. And then as the Stratos is looking back around, he's surveying the room, sees the coins on the bar, and just kind of picks those up. That is mine.
I'm gonna say while Vivi and everyone are like yelling, I would assume people are kind of looking in that direction. Based on where I am on the map, I'm assuming the orcs are against the wall near me. Is that a safe assumption?
Yes.
So being that they're nearby, Rhea's gonna scooch next to them a little bit and go to like shake their hand or one of their hands, and she's gonna have 5 gold in her palm. And just look him in the eye for your trouble.
We it's not your fault.
She's just gonna let go once they're.
Yeah. And at that point, Jasper is like, well, perhaps it's time that we leave this place.
Yes. I think I finally have it under control. I got my breathing. I was doing my mantra. I am calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. Thank you, guards, so much for all your help. It was really fun to see Nathaniel's finest doing their darndest.
Yeah, finest. What she said.
Right, well, don't worry nothing. You guys be on your way, and we'll see that these two are taken care of.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What is your name? When I have children, I need to tell them about this day, please. Just
Oh my lord.
We're leaving.
when I'm shaking it, is there any identification on him? Possibility anywhere?
You see just kind of a rank insignia on his shoulder. There's no numbers or anything like that. I would say what Sen would take from this is...
I will take as many of his facial details as I can.
Okay. Sen studies his face and knows that. And knows where he was stationed. Called them over, so you know where they were stationed. And I would say that Sen had picked up on the fact that Vivi was a little familiar with them.
And yeah, rank. What rank, I guess?
Oh, it's just standard guardsman rank.
Standard. Acting so self-important. Thank you so much. Okay, continue doing the good work. And I'm assuming they're escorting the rest of the Axiri, right?
Axiri, yep.
Axiri out.
You don't see that. They're sitting here and talking to them still as you guys kind of get out. They're staying in the bar a little bit.
Well, while we're leaving, I'm just gonna give running Rupert just like, while we're leaving, just like.
For those on the podcast,
just like
Awesome.
the shit-eating grin, just like,
Gosh.
and then back into it.
right back into the drama and the tears.
That missing beat.
Hell yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, Sen, you bitch. I love it.
So as we're exiting, Vivi's gonna whisper to Jenkins, I don't suppose we can keep this from Mummy.
Unfortunately, it was her who was informed and sent me.
Well, I suppose I'll pay for that later.
Will you be coming back to the main house?
Well, I was thinking perhaps we could host our new friends at Hapley House.
At Hapley House, of course, yes. It's been some time since we've had a bunch of folks there like this. This would be good for the house.
So Vixton Hall will have to wait, unfortunately.
Excellent. Should I then procure a carriage for you?
I think we should walk. Seems
Very
good.
well, I
Good, because that will give us plenty of time to ask, what the fuck is up with you?
And with that, we're gonna end for the night on What the Fuck Is Up With You.
The name of the next
Title
episode.
episode, yeah.
I love it. We're gonna do it.
What the
for sure.
fuck is up with you?
Oh, exciting.
I love it. Welcome. Got kicked out of the inn you were trying to stay at.
Yeah, like immediately.
We have any place to stay.
That's what happens when you just, who won? Who won the Nord giveaway? We said #chaos in the chat. And I never got a prom.
Since
All right. It was.
Dan.
he's mocking us. Thomas
Nope.
is mocking us. Daniel
We're seeing a lot of things.
Daniel Laanus.
He's
Nope,
having
it's
trouble
Daniel
spelling.
Lanois. I'm sure of it. Lanois. Lanois.
Lanois.
Indeed.
Congratulations.
So congratulations
Congratulations.
on winning this awesome deck.
Hell yeah.
Or Danny from the Discord. That's what it is. It is Danny from the Discord. So congratulations on winning this awesome deck. And congratulations on our players for making it through this one.
Yeah, seriously.
You didn't plan on this being a
Alive.
2-episode combat, did you?
I didn't, absolutely. I thought when we were getting into it, okay, 1.5, we'll be done by the break. But no.
Nope.
And I'm glad it did. It was great. It was a wonderful little combat.
Really fun.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to talk ourselves out of that was interesting too. Oh my god.
Yeah. I like that opportunity. All of this stuff was just kind of there, and when you name dropped, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's when Jasper
Jenkins.
Jenkins. I'm sorry, I've got so much going on. Jenkins, thank you, was sent to go fetch you.
I love the zip thunk Vivi had at the end of that.
I know, seriously.
And maybe we should discuss that in the After Dark.
We shall indeed. So, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We had such a great time. We got some interesting stuff to talk about. So, if you want to join the After Dark, become a patron, right? Check out our Patreon, and then you get to see what we discuss about the episode afterwards. But for everyone not going to join us for that, we appreciate you being here for us. Don't forget to like, subscribe. What's the other one?
Comment.
Follow, comment,
Join us
and
in
share.
Discord.
That's right, and join us in the Discord, guys.
Let us know what you thought.
Indeed, please do. All right, guys, thank you very much.
What's our upcoming week looking like, Bo?
Oh, I'm probably gonna sleep and.
You can hit the prompter button to tell you, which will tell you what's up this week.
That's a lot this week.
Never mind,
It
they're
went-
typing on there.
That's the chaos.
Chaos Agents.
Yes, I know the
Yes.
schedule, but it's okay. We have the Chaos Agents tomorrow at 7 p.m. Come join us Pacific time, of course. Come join us when I swear we'll get to some plot at some point. It's going to be great.
We are in the plot.
We are the plot.
That's in the plot.
Don't forget the Redacted Reports on Wednesdays. That's going to drop. And the Great Dane Society is this Saturday.
And Redacted Reports has a live show on. Oh wait, are they doing live show? Live
Yeah, the live show for Redacted
show. I got you,
Reports.
Oz.
When is that? Do we know?
It's Wednesday evening, I believe.
Yeah.
Wednesday evening.
Celebrating the end of the season, right? Yeah.
Is it?
That's what
I don't know. I think it's just a live
Tune in to
talk.
find
That is a
out.
thumb that he gave a thumb.
there it is.
Yeah.
Let's give a thumb.
Okay.
There it is.
See?
I believe
Pay
it's a
attention.
talk back of what they went through this
Yes.
season, and Tiana, Ben, Laura was part of the season too, right? Or
No, not this
last
season.
Last season. But everybody, Seth and oh geez, there's someone else there. I'm sorry, I forget your name. But
And Joseph.
and Joseph and Dan, y'all, they will all be there having a grand old discussion about season 3. Season 3, y'all.
Nice.
Dang.
Nice. Yeah, 3 seasons already.
Wow.
That's
Right.
great. So congratulations to the Redacted Reports group and their crew. Love it. Check them out on Wednesday, guys, live. Get your questions answered. Alrighty. With that, we're going to take off. Thanks, guys, for being here. Really enjoyed it, and thanks for starting your week off right with a critical fail. See you guys. There it is. Right on.
Oh, shit.
Other
I
one.
wanted-
No.
I
Other arm!
There it is. It is that one.